We're watching this limpkin now feeding in the shallows, and this is a bird which is perfectly adapted for feeding on apple snails, exactly like our golden bird for this show, the snail kite. You'll see the tip of the bill on this limpkin is slightly curved to the side, and that might be from its habit of continually having to prise open the shell of these snails. They're also one of only 2 families of birds in the world that have an open bill. Their bill is slightly opened at the end, and that helps them shuck out the flesh of the snail. As we're watching this bird feeding now in the water, you'll see it actually dips its entire head into the water to get down and look for those apple snails. Did you hear that? That is the call of the limpkin. Now in Latin America, this bird is called carao, which means crying bird. And it almost sounds like it's a banshee-like scream. And when you hear this bird calling at night or in the early mornings, it sounds as though somebody's being strangled. It's a really, really weird call. Let's see if he does it again. There he goes. Isn't that an incredible call? Something totally out of this world. And in fact, the call of the limpkin has been used in the Harry Potter movies. It's also been used in the Tarzan movies as a weird kind of call from the jungle. This is pretty spectacular. We've just followed this limpkin flying with an apple snail, and it's landed right next to its nest where a whole lot of little baby limpkins are sitting. It's incredible. They'll lay a clutch of 6 to 7 eggs, normally averaging about 6, and those little babies will reach adulthood at about 7 weeks of age, and they will stay with the parents until about 16 weeks when they'll fly off and forage for themselves. But watch this adult right now here in the reeds, shucking that shell, getting all the flesh out of the shell and feeding it delicately to its babies. What amazes me about this limpkin is how incredibly dexterous the tip of that bill is. He's able to actually just pluck the tiniest little strings of food from the apple snail and feed it directly to the babies. What a spectacular bird, and what a privilege to watch this bird that was once very threatened in Florida, watch it thriving once again in places like John Prince Park right here in Palm Beach County, Florida.